Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video, I'm going to take a look at the Lumble's Odd Warrior build. Lumble was able to hit #1 legend with this Odd Warrior build that got shield blocks all together in favor of some deck cards so that you can have stuff like Azalina the Soul Thief as a anti-Hakar druid deck in here. You can have Thinkmaster Overspark to disrupt some clone priests. And this is a cube build, so double cube, double hatchling, double faceless manipulator, the entire package. This deck indeed reached #1 legend very recently, but actually it's pretty interesting because every deck in Hearthstone is always teched for the meta that it's facing, and this is teched so that it has chance against these Hakar druids, clone priests, stuff like that. But I played this for a while, and actually the meta that I was facing was not like that. The meta that I was facing was a lot of hunters. And looking at the statistics of this build compared to the more common dragon builds, then actually this cube build has weaker win rates against Odd Paladin and against Midrange Hunter than the dragon build. So for what currently for me seems to be the meta, then this build actually is not advisable to play. You should be playing the dragon build instead if you're facing a meta like that. This would be better if there's more combo decks in the meta game. That said, I had a lot of fun playing this deck. I had a 54% win rate, okay, that's not great, but I played a lot of games against Hunter. Those Hunter games tended to be pretty epic anyway, because this cube, faceless, all sorts of tempo plays trying to beat the Hunter with that goes for a pretty fun type of gameplay, even though sometimes that stuck Rexa just gets the cards and beats you anyway. But yeah, overall a fun take on Odd Warrior. Still of course being very defensive, having tons of removal, tons of armor gain, but then having this cube faceless package here makes that it can also go for surprisingly good tempo games at some stages of the game. As for the mulligans with this deck, you're generally looking for your main removal pieces: Reckless Flurry, Shield Slam, Dinomatic. Those are the cards that you mulligan for in the majority of matchups. If you're facing one of those combo druids, then you'd like to keep an Azalina. If you're facing the mirror match, then you want to keep Dr. Boom. And then those tech cards for appropriate matchups like Big Game Hunter against Even Warlock, Ironbeak Owl against something like a Paladin, Gluttonous Zeus against weapon classes. And if you already have some playable stuff in your hand, you can also keep Super Collider for additional removal in most matchups. Overall, I'm a little bit torn about this list because it really didn't fit the meta that I was playing it in. But on the other hand, those cubes can make for some really epic games, and I hope that I've been able to capture some of them for you for this video. If you enjoy this content, then please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. And you also have the option to join the channel as a paid member on YouTube. And now, let's go take a look at this Lumble's Cube Odd Warrior build in action. So the others just add junk into their Resurrect pool, which comes from the Spellstones. But Thinkmaster also prevents a good Resurrect. So it just has a lot more uses. Alright, let's see about this game. This list has cut the shield blocks. According to the creator of this list, they are unnecessary because you get so much health anyway. I've always felt that I don't get enough health without shield blocks, but I want to try it out. So we're testing. Let's see what happens. Other than that, I like Thinkmaster stuff. Faceless manipulators. I think that's a pretty nice thing. Oh, it is Huffer. I probably need to shield slam the Huffer. I don't think I want to be taking all this damage right here. Feels a little bit excessive. I need to survive a little bit longer still until the Super Collider, but we'll see. There's still the phase 2 This is like playing against a raid boss, facing these hunters. There's phase 1 and then there's phase 2. Phase 2 is when they have the Rexa, that stuck Rexa. I think I'll Shield Slam these two. Yeah, now Shield Slam would be a great tool for the second phase, but I think I'll try put this in this first phase now. But we'll see what happens. Crackling Razormaw, yeah. So something like +1/+1 would be ideal for me. Divine Shield a little bit less so. I can still kill off the Crackling Razormaw, so it's not terrible. But you will get to keep the Spring Paw. Meyer, I would play Dragon Warrior in this meta. Well, this is yesterday's #1 legend list, so that's why I'm testing it. The author of this list specifically was adamant against Dragon Warrior, that this is so much better. But I don't know. Dino Medic from the Omega Assembly would be really sweet here. Manipulating this is not that great. Let's grab the Dino Medic. Here is the Dino Medic. I just have to hit into... There was a chance that it would hit all 5 into this and then I would take just 1 damage with the Super Collider. It was possible. Does he have Deathstuck Rexa? He does not have Deathstuck Rexa yet. Well, that's at least some good news. But he probably runs Double Dire Frenzy, and there's still likely to be a second Tundra Rhino. It's not huge cube value, but it's something. Or I could try to go for... This is a little bit awkward. Because I could also go for Phases Manipulator on something he has and then cube that later. I think I might just cube this now. Get some minions. Let's do it like this. So I have some 3/4s inside this. I mean, I can kill the 7 high main. I can even make myself a 7 high main and then kill his 7 high main. Do I prefer a 6/5 with 2/2s inside, or a 4/6 with 3/4s inside? I think I like the 4/6 to be honest. I think this is looking good. Right. I hit here. This fellow is going to punch into the high main. I can make a copy of my cube. Then I'll use the original cube to kill the high main, and I'll get a pair of 3/4s. And then I can still play this. I can pick up an Omega Defender from that. So he keeps pair of 2/2s on the board. And I have a bunch of stuff. And I have another Super Collider in hand. But his mana total is getting bigger, so Scavenging Hyena plays in worst case scenario with the Thunder Rhino become more possible. And I can't do both Super Collider and Big Game Hunt the next turn. An Unleash play. Oh, this will necessitate the Big Game Hunter, of course. He gets to wipe some of this board. If he uses these all, he can wipe both Dino Medics. Or he can... Oh, yeah, he of course had the links too, so... Alright, alright. Well, I have the Big Game Hunter or I have the Owl. I think I prefer to use the Big Game Hunter here. Owl has more potential targets. Not the time to play the Omega Defender yet, no. Let's Big Game Hunter that one. Hit there. Hero power a little bit. Okay. We've got him to pretty low number of cards for the time being. But of course there could be that stuck Rexa. We can attest more against Rexa, I think. But I need to kill Rexa with tempo, so I need to be able to push through taunts. That's the thing. Now I can super collide. Now I can super collide these two together. Kill them. And I can play the Omega Defender. I can have that nice 12-6. I can have that nice 12-6 on the board. After already seen Springpaw, Timberwolf, Rhino. Does he have tools to kill it? He has, because he top deck to kill command. Nice. But I think I'm all about tempo in this matchup right now, so I'm going to Zola this cube. So, and then I'm going to hit his face with that cube. And then I'm going to cube my cube. So I get to unleash some stuff, and I get some 4/6s inside this 4/6. So we're going for a tempo line. I don't think I want to go for any kind of fatigue line anyway here. I'm playing for tempo. I like Dinomedics against Hunter. I don't quite like Brawls as much. Probably not keeping a Brawl. But we do keep a Dinomedic. Having a Flurry. Nice, nice. Alright. It's probably a Midrange Hunter, because it seems that everyone is playing Midrange Hunter. Which was actually, by the way, why last time I played Hearthstone on Saturday, I was playing Hybrid Hunter and I had like 85% win rate. Because everyone was playing Midrange Hunter and Hybrid Hunter was just able to counter it, so that's a real counter play. Play an archetype that people no longer take against. This is still fine so far. Obviously I'm unable to build up an armor pool, so there are risks involved. Now there's a bit too much health for the Dinomedic to deal with, which means that I'm going to hope that he doesn't have the Dire Frenzy. Yeah, that's what I have to hope here. Do I need to play the Omega Assembly this turn? Because now I would have the excess mana to do it. Yeah, I think we play the Omega Assembly this turn. Not able to pick up a whole lot of things here. 5-1 with Rush. I think I might like 5-1 with Rush. That could be useful. Because right now I hope he doesn't have a Dire Frenzy. Because if he has a Dire Frenzy... Yeah, there's a Dire Frenzy. Well, that's a lot of damage because that already had Wind Fury. But on the other hand, because it was cast on this one, that means that Reckless Flurry still clears this entire board. So things could be worse. No worries, things could be worse. Why not play the Discover Mech card in the first turn? Because I was preferring to play it on turn 10 in order to get 3 mechs. It depended on what the tempo situation would look like. Whether I would need to play it earlier. I was hoping I wouldn't. Turns out, of course, that I did. But this is a Dinomedic turn. I want those beasts out of here. I knew that there would be opportunities to play it later on, if I need to do it before the full value. There's always going to be a turn when you float mana with this archetype. But there was no reason to play it right at the start, because I didn't know yet whether it would be necessary to play it. Or if I could just chill with it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I think Super Collider is a little bit too risky. I mean, I have the option to Rager. It's worth to wait that long. It really depends. Sometimes those mechs are crucial in getting enough tools to beat up Rexa. So many options. I don't think I dare to Super Collide. Puts me down to 7 and I am dead to a kill command. I'm not happy about that. I think I will need to clear the board. So I can use this one, and then I get to hero power. Or I can use this one, and I don't get to hero power. I'll use the Steel Rager this turn. Because this one will have rush after I'm boom. So I'm trying to get a chance here to go boom. Is this my opportunity to go boom? No, I probably need more tempo right now. I think I need the hatchling out there actually. But that was a difficult turn, because boom would have been a very interesting option. Oh, Master's Call top deck. Good top deck. I have a big game hunter, so if he builds a big scavenging hyena, I'm not scared. But if he builds just small enough of a scavenging hyena, that is much more scary. Right below the line. That is so sweet. I obviously have the option to hit this in. Play the Dino-Medic. But when am I going to get to play boom? Do I get to play boom on 9? I might not. This is getting difficult. Maybe I should have played boom when I had the chance. Because here I probably need to do this. I do get to 23, so I get a little bit more leeway regarding my health. Thunder Rhino and Dire Frenzy. That's so good. I don't have a Faceless Manipulator. So is this my boom turn? I think this is my boom turn. I think I wanted 4 armor here. It was unlikely that the boom hero power would be better than that. And 1 damage to all enemies, it definitely wasn't. So now I got to 34. So I got a little bit of wiggle room here. And I have stuff like Super Collider, I have stuff like Big Game Hunter, I have stuff like Omega simply giving me 3 mechs and all of them will have rush. So even though he has this scary beast here, and he's going to build another scary beast. What can he pick up for that? He gets the Wind Fury. And he gets the Can't Be Targeted. Alright, so because of that Wind Fury, that's now actually really scary. Because that's 10 damage right there. I probably need to play the Omega Assembly. What can I find? This one's only 9 damage too, so it's not quite enough. This one is so not enough. 2-5. I can turn this into a 3-6. That's not enough to kill the Tundra Rhino. I probably have to accept that I'm taking at least 10 this turn, next turn. I go to 21, but there's a chance that I die now. Of course, this was a pretty good pick. What can you do? That sometimes happens. I'm taking at least 10 this turn, possibly more. But I killed the Thunder Rhino so that there would be no more charge beasts. Maybe. But then there's still kill commands. All sorts of scary stuff. Don't find more health. He found more health. He also top decked another Thunder Rhino. Oh, and he had a kill command. Okay, then I just died. Whoa, that was like the luckiest hunter in the world. And speaking of hunters, here we go again. I'm gonna try with Shield Slam and Super Collider. Could have tried to Mulligan more aggressively for Flurry, but I think this might work out. Hunter kept the entire hand. So what kind of hunter are we facing? No idea yet, but keeping the whole hand Makes me think it's midrange. The other hunter archetypes sometimes have a hand that they want to keep in full, but somehow midrange seems to make most sense. But now after tracking I'm beginning to worry that this might actually be death rattle. But we'll wait and see for now. I'm a little bit scared of scavenging hyenas. Do I just shield slam it now? I think I'll just shield slam it now. Because if I were to play Stonehill, he would have some rush beasts that attack into Stonehills. Hyena grows, Hyena might even get to go face. And then things might get very, very ugly from there. So I did not want that to happen. Now I can play the Stonehill. Another hatchling. That's interesting. So is a gem-studded golem though. We pick the golem. Golem's big and nasty. He might run Hunter's Mark, he might not. There's another hyena. So it grows to 4 health, which means that I cannot kill it. I cannot kill it with the Super Collider. I have the option to silence it. I probably have to silence it. Not my favorite thing ever. What if I simply Super Collide the Leok into that one? It goes down to 3 health. 8 attack. What if he finds the Wind Fury? Like I died once because I didn't silence a hyena today and there was Wind Fury on it. He could have 2 Crackling Razor Maws. I go down to 34, this is 8, if it's 16. I still think I'll take that chance. It's an 8-3. But I have a Silence, I have a Dino-Medic, I have the Super Collider equipped. Does he have something that he can play? Dire Frenzy? Okay, it deals 11, but that's just 1 go. And then it gets silenced. Right. Yeah, I believe that's the silence here. So now he has some Scavenging Hyenas in his deck, which can of course be really scary. And they're 5/5s too. But we'll see. And he has a turn 6 Deathstalk Rexa. Also a little bit scary. Okay. We'll see what we can do here. Get a hatchling out there. Tough. These games are pretty tough. If he can find some of those Scavenging Hyenas and the Tundra Rhino, or if he can build really good beasts, there are so many ways for him to gain a ton of value. But we'll see about that. He was able to top deck 1 immediately. That's awesome when you can do that. First top deck. Immediate Scavenging Hyena. Ouch. I probably have to kill that, it's too scary. That means taking 7. Not my favorite thing ever, but I think I just had to. I'd hope that he can't top deck the next one very quickly. Unfortunately, I just don't have enough time. He has a lot of cards available too. At least 1 kill command has been spent, that's something good. But for 6 mana he can start getting some beasts down there. 7/6 with Rush. Alright, alright. So if I give this 1 banana, it still dies to a simple flanking strike. Or he might be able to run and get some like poisonous rush beasts or something. But I still think I need to do the golem. And give it 1 banana. And armor up a little bit. If you can find some poisonous rush, then that's obviously really solid. Flanking strike. Is he going to sacrifice the 7-3? Oh, he was able to top deck the hyena again. What? What is going on? I mean, 3 draws, 2 hyenas. Might be a bit too much. I need to get something like a Ziliax here, right? I don't think Hatchling Cube is going to be strong enough. Spark Drill is going to be strong enough. Don't kill both minions. Or just the hyena. I can only get 1 spark right now. There, we get to kill the hyena. Alright. I've killed 2 of the Dire Frenzied hyenas, but there's still the Deathstruck Rexa to worry about, and he's building up that Deathstruck Rexa minion pool to the best of his ability. Oh, that one is stealthed too. That's so good. Do I just have to flurry this because of that stealth? I might have to, yeah. That stealth is just so scary. And then I'll try to go in with the hatchling. He has 2 more Rexa Beasts in hand, and he has 5 other cards and the coin. And I haven't seen a single Thunder Rhino yet. So once those Thunder Rhinos come out, then there's going to be a lot of stuff with charge. I hope this one doesn't die, but I think it probably will. Poisonous Taunt and a Death Knight card. And I could kill it with the banana on the Daihorn hatchling. And then do what? Because I really like to cube the Matriarchs, maybe. I could also just play the Matriarch and cube it now. I think I like this approach. Let's put some Matriarchs into this cube. He's very unlikely to have silence. Then I can try to out-tempo him with the Matriarchs. This one can even be a liability. Not likely though, if it goes down to 1 health I can't really Super Collide into it. Poison against Super Collide. Well, if he attacks here, it goes down to 1 health and I can't Super Collide it into anything. So it's still fine for him. He might still have Hunter's marks, but I have a Gluttonous Ooze. Yeah, I can banana it, you're right. I just need to try to work on tempo in this matchup right now. So this is Banana Cube turn. Banana Cube Ooze turn. It has to be. Does something change with the Ziliax? No, I still want to ooze away the Candle Shot. So we kill off that one. We hit him in the face. Cube the cube. Gluttonous Ooze the Candle Shot. And we're trying to win this through tempo. But can we do it? He has 4 Rexa Beasts in hand. So there is a chance that he has something that just kills everything. That Divine Shield Poison is a good start, but he would need... Why didn't he give it charge? He can't afford to. Should I put Ooze between Matriarchs? Why? What would he have? What could he have that would... I mean, this one with Rush. Maybe. It has more cubes in it. I can pop it open. I can faceless it first. I can't get Celiax to 5 attack, but I have to kill this. Such a great minion.
Unity, precision.
I can also faceless the Celiax. Save the cube. I just want more cubes. I just want more and more cubes on the board. But I don't have any removal in hand right now. Can you copy the cube? Yes, of course I can copy a cube. But these cubes are of course empty. 5/9 taunt. And he picked up the third scavenging hyena. Whoa, this stuff. So what if I copy this cube again? This one goes here. This will grow into 7/6. Do I have lethal? No, I have just 14. This one goes there. This one goes here. This one goes here. I make a copy of this cube. Celiax goes here. This cube goes there. I play Demolisher, Hero Power and hit face. So I do something like this. Now I have one more cube with more cubes in it. Okay, so one more Death Rattle minion that has stuff inside. All the other cubes are empty. Faceless then Brawl. No. I think this is much better. Alright, he had a Death Coil. Loving the green screen. Thanks, Adam. Okay, 6/6 with charge. That could kill the only cube that has more stuff in it. And it does. But 16, 8, 16, is it? That didn't quite work out for him. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.